Hey everybody, welcome back to Hustle House, or Struggle Shack, whichever you prefer to call us. Hey, we went and cashed penny rolls in, and we found the cheapest thing we could find on the internet that we could get some use out of. So we went to Virginia IA and we bought us an 86 Dodge Ram for parts for the 87 that we did the MV 4500 swap in a while back. If you ain't seen that, you probably better go check it out. Yeah, our bed's full of spray foam and whatnot, and we found a pretty rust-free donor truck. But it's just like a little puppy, guys. We can't just take it in and just rip all the hair out of it. You know what I mean? We got to go in, we got to see if we can get it running. And then, you know, we'll probably fall in love with it and start petting it and cutting it. Probably buy a grill and a hood for it and whatever, okay? All I can tell you about this thing is there's no title, there's no history. Looks like the last time it was inspected was 2018, and it's been without a hood for a while. And the carburetor froze up from being rusted, so the engine's also locked up. But that's the good part. The bad part is it's full garbage. And by garbage, I mean old baby diapers and stuff. And when we unloaded it, we seen the mice just scurrying everywhere out from underneath it. So we got to clean this thing out, evict all the wildlife, and we got to get it in there so we can get out of the rain and see if we can get it running. So we're going to do.
Would it be easier just to like get a dumpster?
Oh, looky. Okay, that's a nice DeWalt blade there.
Salvageable.
That poked me in the ribs a little bit. Look at this stuff, sweet mama.
Oh,
What are we gonna do with all this?
it's gonna stink. You're gonna try to throw it over there with the water, and it's gonna land on your feet, and you're gonna be soaking wet, and you're gonna want to go home. Go for it.
You know me so well.
Look at you putting it. You're so responsible.
That's so potable right there.
Yeah, right. Looks like potty water.
Smells like potty water.
It looks like a couple decades.
Is that big roll of toilet paper getting ready to fall out there? Probably is. I'll have to touch it, put it back in.
I ain't touching that. You're right in your way. Now you're gonna have to.
I'm about to lose it.
It's gonna slide. It's gonna slide. You're gonna lose it.
Wish we had smell-o-vision. Man, don't point your face towards that thing, sweet mama. No, ma'am.
Too bad you just can't flush it.
Daggone. There's as much stuff in here as there was out there. No
It's a
diapers
never-ending
though.
song.
Yeah. Hopefully there ain't no dirty diapers in here.
I got some big fat puppy ones out there.
Do you?
Yeah, they're super soft.
Oh yeah. I thought maybe we'll get this seat cleaned off and maybe we'll jerk it right on out of there and then we'll clean it. Without the seat in here. What do you think?
Yeah, it'd be a lot easier.
Hot dog. Man.
We show some of these little stuffs in the back. Told you I had two headlights.
Well, I'm not finding anything valuable yet. I think there's supposed to be some kind of gimme in here somewhere.
That's what happens when you spend cheap.
There we go.
Yeah, spend the moolah. Oh, daggone.
Hey, we got nice seat tracks.
Break
Bolts
it
are
and tear
broke,
it
but
off.
yeah, can't complain about that. Looky.
What? What am I looking at?
Man, the Splendor. I'm gonna bet, I'm gonna just put it out there, I'm gonna bet we got us a cherry cab here. Just gonna say it. So I can jinx it, like right now and get it over with.
I ain't betting you nothing, mister.
Hot dog. Got all this sound deadener, aka water trapper. Look at that fancy paint job, would you, sweet mama?
Daggone, that looks freaking nicer than the car I have cars on the outside. My exterior don't look like that. Guess I'm about to go to Virginia. Start getting parts there.
Might be a new thing for us. All it takes to get this carpet out here.
Oh, that's too bad it wasn't savable.
Yeah. Alright. Oh, I just ripped it. Oh, there's a penny. There's more pennies.
Where? Nuh-uh.
Looky. That's
You
what
could
we
do
keep
yank it out one time and just throw it right in the bag.
Yeah, keep all this
Roll it up like a cigar.
like a hoagie. I see a couple of tools and bolts and stuff in here. I don't want to just dump her out. Little clippy poo here, but that's pretty valuable. Put that up in there. Screws and nuts, and look at that. That all puts the steering column back together. Can't throw that stuff away. Looky, this is all the good stuff.
I'm a Dodge digger.
It's all the stuff you need when you need stuff, you know. But you never find out if you needed it.
Well, I gotta say, I think it's the first time I remember seeing you wear gloves. You were
you
scared,
seen what was in them bags back there.
You were scared.
There's like botulism and buttasyphilitis and everything out there. Ooh. Ooh.
Wow, I thought you were just gonna keep rolling it right in there. You're too curious.
I gotta see if there's anything else, you know.
I know.
Might be a bolt or two. Might be a 10mm socket in there somewhere. More goodness. Look at that floor. Sweet. Mama, look at it. Would you look at it? I don't hear you looking at it.
That's really fancy, love.
Can you believe it? There's a broadcast sheet even. Tells you all the ins and outs. Look at it.
Well, it's about on its way out. That's the way you just threw it over there.
Only 37 cents and change there. Man, what a deal we got on this thing.
That's your tip for cleaning it up, mister. Piglet, what'd you find? Huh? Did you find something? Look at you with your witch's broom. You're not even using it. Jeez.
Oh! Oh!
Oh! I wonder how much that's worth.
I don't know. She ain't click-clocking, but looks cool.
Wow, what did you break in half?
Another nickel. Another penny. Daggone.
You're gonna get what you spent in this truck bag.
2 more pennies. Shoot. Investment. What kind of critters we got, sweet mama?
I don't know. I'm enjoying that beautiful floor.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Ooh.
hey.
What you got in there?
Nothing but cool stuff. Wire nuts and whatnots. We'll be needing them. A couple of fuses. Dried up ink pen.
That's probably the cleanest glove box I think we've ever pulled home.
Well, there's no nest in it. That's a first for us. The watch broke.
So I said you threw it up there and you just broke it.
Dang it. Hopes and dreams. Gone. Okay, guys. Hook your peepers on them floor pans. Daggone.
All brand new. Are you sleepy, Piglet? Jeez.
Did you come out to check the progress, boss woman?
Absolutely.
Hey, it didn't turn out too bad, you know.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be afraid to lay in there and put some fuses in it or whatnot if I had to.
A little bit of duct tape right there. You felt good.
Yeah, can't worry about that. Good enough to cruise these back roads. Well, I guess if we're going to cruise anything, we probably better get her on in there before the rain comes crashing down on us. So, I'm going to try to fire up the Craftsman for the first time this year. That ought to be a nightmare. And hopefully it'll drag it in here for us.
One bug. Jeez.
Oh, sorry.
You're hard on equipment, you know that?
Mm-hmm. Hey, it's been a little bit. Speaking of hard on equipment, this equipment's hard on me.
No doubt. You got it smoking within, what, 2 years?
Yeah, it's been...
peeling out and everything else.
It's on its last leg as we speak. And we're about to thrash her some more. Well... Oh, I gotta push the brake, huh?
Uh-huh.
Thank on it.
It has been a while for you.
First day on the job here.
Woo, baby! Told ya.
There you go, Cha-Cha.
Well, I see what all that funky fanciness is about. I know why you like tearing it up.
Dang near unalive me and the dog and the CUDA and the toolbox. And
it was fun. So who's up for round 2?
guess I'll be putting the old paint job on that eventually. No more for you, sister. No more for you. Well, that was easy. Nothing like running for your life to warm up the bones, you know.
Hey, now I wanted to see what the massive destruction was all about. I can see why you like to do it so much.
I have to get the dent puller out for that toolbox over there. I got a big old dent in it.
Well, there's tools in there.
But hey, that thing, it rolled pretty nice, huh?
Yeah.
For being sitting that long. And
yeah, almost rolled me over. It was so smooth.
Yeah. Hey, it helps to have 4 nice tires on there, you know, that's aired up and you ain't fighting them. A little gawk at what we went through to go get them. The money fold got depleted pretty quick, you know. Sweet mama went on a shopping spree.
Well, everybody, we're in the middle of setting up some projects. We found out we need some tires. So what better place to come than to my brother's, which is a member of the channel. His name's Sean Kennedy. Check him out. Ain't he handsome?
New and used tires.
Exactly. What all you got inside other than tires?
There's men's stuff, women's stuff, kids stuff.
Well, I brought the old man's money fold and I'm about to get happy.
Sounds good to me.
Hey, there's 235. 45.18. Oh, so close.
What's that?
Oh, look, those rims, honey. Holy crap, boy.
Cadillac.
Man, why's it on the golf cart everywhere? I mean, those are for sale too, but I ain't needing a golf cart.
It's like oceans of them.
Not it. There they are. They're perfect. Honey, they're so cute. I love them. They're perfect.
Hot dog.
Your stuff. Why would you get the big tires? You need help with the big tires? You left the little signs back there. And I did get that new welder, and it has the aluminum spool and the MIG spool.
We might take a look at that. Right now.
Alright.
These are my perfect bids. These are the ones I want. These are my guys.
You need help with those?
Sure.
You can roll them. You'll probably throw your back out rolling.
Daggone, what's in the Amazon box?
Oh, honey, we
What's
can
in
do
your hands?
electric stove. And we had to leave with these.
know.
Look how beautiful. I
Yes.
love them. Look how cute.
Tell all my folding money goodbye.
You still have a little bit. Matter of fact, we can stop over there if we want.
Glad we got them tires.
Yeah, remember there's one more set in there for $80 for both of them.
$80.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Pretty cheap.
Well,
All right. Well, hey, you got a lot of cool stuff, and we appreciate the good deal.
I appreciate it.
How's people find you? How do they get a hold of you?
We're here at 9 Mill Street, Uniontown, PA. You can call me at 724-710-0584. We're right here by the Tire Man's. We're easy to find. Go up to the 5 corner, come up where the old Sherman Williams store used to be. That's where we're at. You'll find all the golf carts, and then you'll find us.
and then maybe if you mention us, maybe he'll give you a little bit of a deal.
Maybe.
Don't hold your breath. Hey, thanks, man. Thanks for
Stop
the
on in,
deal.
guys.
No problem. I appreciate the business.
All right, we'll see you next time.
See ya.
You see what I'm dealing with, guys? I mean,
He's dealing with the awesomeness.
just to ride up the road, look for some tires, turned into an all-day thing. But we got some really good deals, and we got to help family out, and that's what it's all about.
Lots of goodies.
Sticking together. Thanks, Big John, for the awesome deals on the tires and whatnots. This might be a little preemptive, but probably get some of these leaves out of here
Don't want to create a forest fire.
in case it does start. You know, which it probably won't. This thing sat for a long time by the looks of it with no hood on it. And the carburetor's froze. And so, thing about these slant 6s, if anybody's a fan, they don't have a nut in the middle on the balancer to get a hold of a ratchet, you can't turn it over with a ratchet. So I think what we'll do is we'll clean this mess up a little bit and we'll pull the plugs and scope them and see how bad they are. And I'm assuming it's locked up tight. So we'll see where the problem cylinders are, maybe lube them up a little bit, and then we'll see what we can do to get her unlocked. That'll fix her wagon. Well, I guess we'll just commence and ripping all these here out. I got her in here just in time. I can hear the rain beating on the roof on and off. So, got lucky there. These are the newer. This is the newer Slant 6. They went through a couple of different variations. This one has a little, I don't know if you call them peanut plugs or what, little 5/8 plugs. I can't get a socket on it. Some of them had like a spark plug tube, kind of like a Hemi, I think. There's a tube in there, and they used I think a 13/16 plug. So different strokes for different ears, I guess you call it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Plug down. Plug down.
Did you break it in half or just blow out?
It fell on the ground. They broke it right in half. Ooh, see a little dampness, little water droplets on there. Not a good sign.
All right.
Okay, number 4. Still a little damp. Sorry for the rain, guys. It's raining pretty hard. We've been getting pretty lucky editing it out. But when it's raining this hard, I can't make promises. Can't quit working. We got schedules to keep.
Now you're talking, baby.
Important people around here. Three. She's pretty damp, guys. I'm not liking the feelings that I'm getting deep down in my feel goods. That plug's just ugly. Corrosion looking stuff going on in there.
I was waiting for you to lick it.
Guarantee you one thing. We're going back in because new ones, they just ain't in the budget. Ooh, this might need special attention to get it. Nope, I got her. Look what we can do. So you got some miles on them, but
Yeah.
not too hideous.
It's like it dropped in the road tar.
All right, I guess we'll put the old looker down in there and see what the holes say. Good buddy and member of the channel, Ken, gave us a scope and a buddy mill not long ago. Stop back and check that out. A lot of generosity, guys, coming in for the channel. We just got back with a load of stuff today from our buddy Sam. He gave us some stuff for an old Ram we got out back, and Larry Garlitz, another member of the channel. We came in, there's a bunch of stuff in front of the gate for us. Thank you, Larry. All you guys are always helping, and I just don't have the words to say. We really appreciate it, and we'll put that stuff to good use. That you can be guaranteed. But anyway, let's see what's behind door number 1 here. Ooh, looky.
Why does that look like an old sewer pipe?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that doesn't look too bad. Probably live with that. A little bit of funk around the end there. Yeah, a little bit of corrosion. But I think we could probably free that up, huh? Another one. What do you call that? Ooh, Frightening. This thing was in good shape before it got all rotted up, though. Lots of cross hatches in there. Ooh. Yucky, yucky. I don't know. I still don't see anything that I'm completely frightened of.
Man, that thing is very clear and accurate.
Yeah, thanks again.
I mean, it's kind of
Jen.
scary looking, actually.
Here we go. What's this, number 4? Number 4 looks pretty good. I'll be honest with you guys. I'm pretty surprised by what I'm seeing here. 5? Well, I don't know. Number 5 is barely alive, guys. She is looking rough. Get this sure little brightness here. What's that do? There we go. Yeah, that one, I don't know. It's going to be a roll of the dice with that one. Okay, number 6. Give me no tricks. Look at that. Look how nice that one is. Just had the valve shut. I don't see anything with those that we can't get around. The thing is, the valves in these things, they do tend to stick after they've been sitting for a while. So they're pretty bulletproof engines, but I've seen plenty of them with bent push rods from, I guess, from the valve stems freezing up, and then people probably borrowed them over, which is exactly what we're about to do.
Oh, that sounds awesome. What are you doing? You want to say hi to everybody? Huh? You want to say hi to all the peeps out there? Yes, you do. You're such a good girl. Did you get done eating? Huh? You feel better? Of course you do. You get a big old belly full. Yes, you do. You're such a good girl.
All right. Put a little bit of lube in her here. Oh, yeah. That ought to be plenty. Oh, Mama.
All that in the first hole?
Yeah.
Daggone.
Let's barely put any in there. Oh, look out.
Love cake.
This is hard. Fella's only got enough hands to go around, you know?
Mm-hmm. Well, a lady can't get hers dirty if she's working the camera.
I better woe her there. So who knows what'll happen if I don't.
It's gonna be just like your ranch and your mayo. Oh, honey.
This is easy.
Jeez. You're so cute.
Ain't gonna say, ain't gonna say we didn't lube her up.
Heavy little sucker, ain't it?
Well, it's a two-hander, you know? It ain't that heavy, it's just, I've only got one. I don't want to make a mess. It'd be a horrible thing. Okay, that should be good. Help me.
Yep. Not us. Back on her. As clean as a whistle.
Hey everybody, you asked for it, here it is. A big old load of Hustle House Performance Automotive merch. Sweet Mama's been searching high and low for vendors worthy to carry the name of Hustle House Performance Automotive. Hey, we got it all right here. I told you, we loaded her up. We got a koozie with the little chubby puppy. Oh, look at the little girlie. Oh, Velvetier's loves it. Look at her. Hey, we got air fresheners. I can smell them from here. They ain't the biggest, but boy, they pack a punch. We got the YouTube certified Hustle House Performance Automotive. We do it nice because we do it twice air fresheners. Dingle dangle right off your rear view. The other side's a little messed up because that was the first attempt. You know, we did her nice the second time though. Hey, we got decals from big to great big to ginormous. Okay, Hustle House Performance Automotive license plates. Bolt her right on your Cherokee, you know, or your Bronco or whatever. And, you know, you put them on your toolbox, or if you make a mess on the floor, you can sweep it up and, you
Got multi-purposes.
Hey, we got t-shirts. We got them from adult small through adult 3X. They are all black heather, and they are all very soft and comfy. So
Oh, yeah.
try not to fall asleep wearing them because it feels like you got a cloud on your back. So there you have it. You asked for it, we delivered. Go get you some at www.buyhustlestuff.com. Now back to your regularly scheduled programming. Well, this ain't that bad.
No, it don't look like nobody's been murdered at all.
Well, you was squealing. I thought I made a mess or something. Barely
biggie.
anything here. Overreacting. Cry over spilled $4 a quart transmission fluid. Alright. Got that mess cleaned up. Guess my hands and my elbows won't be rusty for any time soon. Okay, now what I gotta do, since there's no nut or bolt on that center crank that's just pressed on, I'm gonna have to make a plate maybe to throw on there, maybe to tack it to that, to the hickey, to that thing, to the pulley, and hope my welds will hold. Alright, here's my plan. I'm gonna put a piece of metal on there, and I think I'm just gonna weld that to the metal and weld this to the pulley. Nothing would thrill me more than to just weld that whole big honking piece on there, but I think if it's over 7 inches in some direction, it'll hit the water pump, and that'll
be ugly and horrible.
chop her off. Nice and professional looking.
Why can't we just weld that little fancy bolt to the center? Won't work? You need the backing to it, huh? What?
Well, I had everything figured out. I was on a roll, and Sweet Mama made me do it the other way, so now it's going to take me longer to get ready. So
I messed you all up.
now I got this, and I'm hoping I can get down in there with the welder and strike a good enough weld on this that I can get that it'll work.
Tear some skin off there, love.
Let me see what I can do with this now. Am I doing this right, Sweet Mama?
I don't know.
Is there a better way of doing this?
And maybe to a little right.
Okay, center me up, because I
There
can't
you are.
see a ding-dang thing down in there.
Ding dang.
Hey, it'll work or it won't, right?
Once you remove that ground thing, it'll just fall down.
You know, it'd be awesome is if we didn't have a socket to fit that thing I just welded on there.
You
Should've checked.
check?
Dang it! All right, that was easy.
Boy. You're not gonna let that cool down? Just in case?
Kidding me? I predict that it's just got enough tension on it so I can put maximum pressure on it, you know? And then when it breaks, my knuckles can careen off the battery box or AC condensers, pressure, something. I predict pain, is what I'm trying to say.
Well, if you loan me $5, I'll bet you on it. Oh, honey.
Ooh. She's tight. She's real tight. Oh! Something happened. Something happened.
What'd you break?
Was you looking?
I was looking, but what'd you break?
Look.
Look at you, Hammy. I told you.
Looky.
You're like the Hulk, baby.
Ooh, where's the tight spot? Ooh,
That's one.
maybe we'll just keep going this way. That's the way it wants to go.
Oh, you're like dripping everything. You're just like pushing everything out there. Hey, I see a bad situation. I think I'm gonna move over this way.
Ow! Got me.
Twice. There you are, baby. Show her who's boss. Give her the whammy.
I ain't scared of you, mister. I'm gonna do what I say.
Oh, I keep waiting for that bar to snap in half.
Oh, what was that?
It just totally puked everywhere.
Oh, look at all the water coming out of it. Is that antifreeze or is that just rusty water?
I don't know what it is. It's puke and everything. It's like transmission fluid, water, and everything else.
We're just gonna call it rusty water.
Ooh. Look at that. Oh, honey.
Looky.
You might be able to save her just yet. Ah, there you go, baby.
Uh-huh.
How come she even mess with the little guy?
Tell me. You gonna do what I say.
Oh, love bug. That looks so good.
Look at that.
No way.
How many push rods we bent just now? Any?
Wow, that wipes the smile off your face. Jeez, looks like somebody got masturbated here.
That's a good sign. I guess what we need to do now is we'll throw a battery in it and see if we can get her spinning over by the key. Right?
Yeah.
I think the neighbor left for work, so we got a battery. And
what about a gas?
we'll worry about that later. Let's not get rambunctious.
Sure, I might have some.
One step at a time. Of course I want to get some gas. Yes, ma'am. Is that going to reach? Of course not. Dang it. I think I'll make the ends so where you can't put them on. Oh, hear that?
Oh yeah. You're getting some juice already.
Oh, got a turn signal.
Nah.
Looky, looky.
We'll check you out being safe.
Sweet mama.
Ah, maybe it's got the 4 ways on.
I got these turn signals over here on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remind me to swipe those bulbs out of.
The heaters are blaring too.
Probably to take all your juice.
Oh man, does that stink? What's in there? No, no. Wow. What's living in that?
I can't believe you just did that.
Man, does that stink? I never smelled nothing like that.
No feet in armpits, no locker room, no nothing.
It's like a mouse, but it's like from a different state. You know, one I ain't never smelt before. Man, wow. We'll try another turn signal. I don't care how bad it stinks. I gotta know. Nope.
I ain't even got a bulb.
Okay, well, those hopes and dreams are all gone now. What else we got? Headlights. Oh, we got a headlight. Honey.
Nice.
We got dash lights, oil light, brake light. Wiper motors running.
There's no way if you get this thing running and it runs good that you're going to want to sit there and tear it apart.
Oh, man. Whew, man, it stinks in here. Why am I laying in here?
I don't know.
Okay, well, not much of any accessories to play with in here other than heater, and I'm not going to make that mistake again. Or if it's going to
Bark off.
that.
What?
No key switch, finger key switch here.
Anything to do with all that stuff hanging down there?
Okay, well, we ain't got no spinny turny. So let's see what we got out here. We got us a little shorter relay here.
This thing ain't gonna move on us, is it?
Oh. These things, sometimes you gotta get under a hood and wiggle them. I remember back in the day. It was a thing. It was a thing with these.
It's probably that pesky rat you were talking about that was from a different state.
I bet you. He's a hungry little feller. Okay, well, maybe we'll just have it hot wired somehow.
You know how to do that?
Well, not me.
Mr. Professional.
No, ma'am. All right, maybe we'll just, we'll start by jumping across the starter solenoid thing, relay switch, the starter switch. We'll cross across there and see if we can get it to spin, and then we'll know if it's a starter or not.
So super awesome.
It spins over. Boy, that starter sounds pretty like retirement mode kind of thing, you know? I don't know how long it's going to give us, but I wonder why the starter relay's not working.
I can't believe that thing just turned over like that.
It sure did.
No daggone hood, it didn't even have a floor mat on top of that. It's been wide open this whole time.
Mm-hmm. Oh, man, look at the stuff came shooting out of it.
Yeah.
Looks like straight up vomit came out of there. Look at that. Clean up, aisle 3. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Well, we got power from the key. The key's on, so that's what that's all about. Now, this is the start wire, I reckon. So if I turn it to start, that should light up, letting us know that we got power from the key. Oh,
Rudolph's in the house.
hey, that's nice.
Nice.
Not sure at all what this little green one here does, but we'll just see if it does anything. I don't think it does. I don't know what that's for. Oh,
What the heck was that all about?
I know what that is.
You didn't say jump back or watch your fingers, love.
I know what that is.
What is it?
There's times when I hook a ground wire to these little posts on the older cars when I don't have neutral safety. And then that works. That's a neutral safety. Okay, let me investigate here. Yeah, that's normally open. And you can run that to ground, like if your neutral safety switch busted or something, you can run a ground wire to that little post and your key will work, but it'll start up a neutral, park, reverse, whatever. So you gotta be careful doing that kind of stuff. Get somebody running over. So let me trace some wires here, and if it's a neutral safety problem, then we'll run a ground wire to it and call her good. Girly.
Are you finally finding your comfort zone? Took you 5 minutes.
She looks totally annoyed.
I know.
Okay, let's see. Whoa! Exxon Valdez. Check that baby out. Daggone. I guess we poured a little more in there than what we thought, sweet mama.
Jeez, it looks like someone murdered a cow. Dang,
Well, this neutral safety's right up here somewheres. Oh, looking right at me, sweet mama. That baby's ripped plumb off of there.
Is it?
Maybe that's her deal. What's the chances that that'll just plug right in and be good? It looks like it might have just been ripped from the top because it's on like a swivel here. So I bet somebody gave a yank on that wire and pulled that off. I bet it's good as new now. All right, let's see what that did. Shoot! This is easy. Yeah, neutral safety works.
You're falling in love with it already. I can tell.
I ain't crying, you're crying. That dog. I think I just broke that tip off that plug. Just
What? Nuh-uh.
Ain't it awesome? Oh yeah.
Oh, love cakes. Jeez.
See if we got one of these laying around somewhere.
Got to go robbing out one of those motors over there.
Well, as luck would have it, found an old R45 TS6 AC Delco from way back in the day.
Your luck is just not. Jeez, changing, mister.
She smashed plumb shut from shelf life, you know, but put her in the old plug gapper here. Fix that wagon.
You would have crapped if you broke that.
Hey, that'll work, right?
Looks lovely.
Kind of the same, a little different.
I don't know, it's a different color, it might not work.
I feel confident in this repair. If the wire will fit it, that thing's going way back down in there. Maybe that's why I plugged so long. All right.
Gentle.
That's tight. Okay. We got 6 plugs in there. 5 of them probably work. And the one I just put in won't. So let's see if it'll fit on there now. It's way back in there. Oh, honey.
Oh,
Did you hear it click?
off. Yes, I did.
All right, let's run through his firing order here real quick. 1, 5, 3, 6 is already hooked up. 2's just hanging out here. That leaves number 4. Where you at, number 4? 6, 2, 4. There you are. Got them right this time. So we do. Hey, it's old Mopar electronic ignition. Contrary to popular belief, pretty reliable. Pretty sure that that'll bite me in a hiney saying that, but
Oh, absolutely. You didn't wait long enough.
yeah. So I guess we'll spin her over and see if we got any spark before we start throwing any gas in it. All right, see what we got.
We got a zappy poo.
Is it plenty of zappy poo or is it just a little bit?
That looked nice enough for me.
All right. Let's suit you, sweet mama. Tickles me clear to death. Man, I don't like how slow it's turning over though. It's hard to get something running that ain't been running, you know, when it's turned over that slow. So I think what we'll do now is see if we can get that carburetor freed up a little bit.
You mean ball peen hammer?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh.
Pry bar. It barely comes out for me. Spray her down.
Almost sounds like a classic song.
It's just oozing out, you know. No real pressure, nothing going on in here. If this opens, oh, that opens. Put a little bit of that down in there. Just give her wet floor all over. It looks like something missing over here to me. You?
Just a little bit.
Yeah, it looks like an accelerator pump. Whatever works, it's missing here. So it is. Ooh, somebody been in here. Looks like a little screw missing out of here too. That's messed up. Okay. Well, our efforts will be limited, you know, until we get some fix for that.
You able to swipe it from anything else?
We're all high performance around here. We ain't got many 1-barrel mopar carburetors laying around.
That's true.
Okay, I never have any luck with this kind of stuff. Frozen throttle plates. You know, you get stuff to bend, you know, but nary ever to move.
Jeez, honey.
I got a
Oh, you're
feeling.
gonna break it off. You're gonna just tear it off.
What if we give her a little happy poo-poo? That's not working.
Makes you just want to pull on it with your whole body, don't it?
Yeah, but I know the story. This stuff's just like barely welded together and whatnot, and you'll twist them right on off of there. What if we had a double pair on it? Would that work?
Double is trouble. I'll tell you that. We're gonna break it off then.
Well, I hear a plate moving in there a little bit.
Now here's some action.
If I had a little more twist here, maybe I could give her a little more action, you know?
Oh boy, you're getting further and further. Look at you, honey, with some patience.
What we can do. I never used them
There,
before.
come on.
This is new to me.
That's pretty good, love.
She's still kind of sticky, I ain't gonna lie. It's probably gonna take a little bit of this for a couple months.
Yeah,
Get her
but back
freed
in the
up.
day, you'd have just like gorilla'd it and poof, ripped it right off and then tried to fix it again. You're getting so much better at this.
Shoot, I'm patient. Okay, can I do it by hand? Okay. I'm betting a smart guy would have probably looked and seen what was on top of that throttle plate before he opened it up and dumped everything.
Probably got stink bugs and spiders and squirrel nuts and everything.
I tell you one thing. I want to make sure we got maximum complete throttle openage. I want maximum performance when this baby
noted.
fires up. When this throttle sticks, I want her wide open. Not halfway.
Little talking to reinforcement. Surprised you have any of that left.
If you don't get it away from me, it'll all be gone. You know how I am with that stuff. Maybe some of this linkage might be a little froze up from being exposed to the weather too, huh? Oh, hey, looky. Get down in there.
Why don't you just get out a pressure washer and lube her up properly?
Pressure washer was full PB blaster. I would do just that.
Well, it's an invention someone should make for all these things we work on. I'll tell you that right now.
Put that on my list of inventions to make PB blaster
Pressure washer.
pressure washer. Okay, well, I'm done smashing my knuckles off of that master cylinder. Let's see what we got here. Oh, she's still a little stiff. So it is.
She's enough to work with, though.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. Hey, it's good enough to see if we can dump some gas in it and see what it does.
Right?
Want to?
I'm excited, yes.
Okay. I'm pretty sure this starter's not going to want to cooperate, but I'm not beyond hooking 2 batteries to it. Just saying. All right. We're going to put way too much fuel in here.
Why not? You did looby dooby.
We'll try to fill that bowl a little bit, although I'm sure it's full of stink bugs and...
Is that you leaking out of something, or is that you just draining and dripping?
Well, can't worry about stuff like that.
I mean, you're like, you might as well just go to the gas station and pour it.
Okay, I'll quit doing what I'm doing if it make you happy.
Extremely. After that metro, extremely.
Oh, fire! Fire! What's on fire?
I don't know, but you need to like get it out.
Okay. All right, first fire since maybe 20, I don't know how long. It's been a while. Here we go, fire in the hole. Ooh.
What's going on?
We've got a lot of gas coming out of there. What do you think of that? Ooh.
I don't know, but we weren't worried about it, remember?
The thing's unbolted, by golly.
That's what I said. It was over here. It was like a freaking waterfall. But it was a gas fight. That's what I was trying to say.
Well, that's no good. I think we better stop right there before we have
a metro accident? Now, you gonna step on that? Or you gonna put that out? What you gonna do? Light up some hot dogs or marshmallows or something? I didn't bring the marshmallows.
Go on. Well, we're missing a piece of the accelerator. This is all unbolted. And it's got gas pouring everywhere, like the float. Maybe somebody took a needle valve. I don't know what's going on. But I'll tell you one thing.
But it's like freaking car wash over here.
Yeah. But I think it's time to bust one out of here for the day anyhow. So,
yeah, let's go get some hot sweet tea.
Yes, ma'am. We'll have to pick her up again tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
See you in a minute.
Good night, guys.
All right. Another day, another debacle. Yeah, this baby, she's a gusher. It's leaking. Looks like somebody had her apart before. And we're going to see if there's anything left of it. See if we can't get her going. Looks like it had fuel pouring out the top of it. I don't know, maybe a piece of the float's missing, the needle valve or something. I don't know. Half the screws are missing, so if I find the screws, I might find why the floats are pouring over. But, I don't know, maybe it's just cause. We just go get us another one, but now it is. Ain't the budget, is it, sweet mama?
Nope.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
Going to guess this is why this truck was parked.
Because nobody else is crazy enough to mess with it?
Well, somebody probably got in here and they just had enough. I don't know, we got pieces missing. There's a little piece that runs this accelerator here. She's totally gone. I don't know what we're going to do about that. But we'll have to fashion something, I reckon.
Oh gosh, that means something around here is going to be a victim today.
Something's coming apart.
Who's a donor?
In the name of compassion. Something must be sacrificed. Wow, this will be lost forever. Time flat. Okay, a little snappy poo of this little thingy. I guess that's a fast auto or something there, a little solenoid. Little vacuum lines. Shit. Oh, Mopar makes her easy, sweet mama.
Look at that. Looks like you know what you're doing.
Oh.
You got a little tag along.
Yeah, I better get that off there. Another clippy poo, it'll be gone.
It's a lot of stuff for that wee little tiny carburetor.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that
It's
right
got a
now.
big job to do, sweet mama. Big job.
You got anything to say? Psh, straight for the water bowl. A woman of limited words. Oh. Is that your buddy, honey?
No. Somebody's got a 5-second 4-cylinder out there with no exhaust on it.
It's their first lap. They might make a second one.
Buddy, world famous. All right. Well, I can see lots of screws are missing. So it's going to be nothing but surprises from here on out. I'll tell you what's not a surprise.
What?
Is the sound of a 4-cylinder with no muffler right outside the shop. And the sound of that dog woofing down food like a Tyrannosaurus or something, you know? Just...
Big girl's hungry, honey. She gotta eat.
Oh. Well, looks like some kind of automated bowl vent there. Down in there, looks like something's missing. I see a little spring sticking up out of there.
It looks like nothing but something else to have to worry about for me.
I'm not totally sure what I'm looking at here, but... Are you done, babe? You want to go visit Charlotte now? Was that good? Oh, she got her victuals. Excuse you.
A little piglet.
All right, well, there's something there that I can't do anything about. It's just a bowl vent. This probably go down and plug the carburetor up, but I guess we'll just throw that right back on there later. Looks like this here doodad here, little choke pull off. That's got to come off of there. Get in there.
You keep up with all these carburetors, we're going to be in the freaking channel known as Carburetor Rebuilding.
Carburetor house. If this were a 2-barrel, we'd be all fixed up. We have quite a few of them for parts out there in the burn pile, but nothing for a 1-barrel. We don't do many slant 6s around here. And when we do, we just get rid of the whole kit and caboodle when we're done with it, you know?
Yeah, the bad part is they're probably the best ones that run.
They are.
I've noticed. They fire up nice and they do a good job.
We'll be keeping the pieces for now on, though. Kid you not.
You promise, Paul.
I tell you what, a little spare would have came in handy now. I think we'll be okay here as long as all the pieces from here on out are here and that dreaded gasket's not missing or busted or the equivalent. Yeah. These old screws here, they's all undone. Before we got a hold of her.
You'd have probably been able to just able to screw them back in and tighten it up.
That's probably all I needed was just tightened up, but you know me.
Gotta investigate.
I'm like a trip to the or the junkyard is like
Vacation.
it's like a vacation field trip to me. I would like nothing more than, you know, especially after you get a new piece of iron in the garage, you know, you want to go see what kind of pieces you could patch it together with and whatnot.
And you swipe pieces you don't need just because they're cool and they look good.
Yeah, I'm really tempted to go to the junkyard and scour around, and I could pick up a carburetor while I'm there. But you guys don't want to see that. You want to see this fixed. You know, we like to do these projects.
They want to see what's in the junkyard too.
I suppose it could go either way, but we like to bring you all of these willitrun when we fix everything we can. You know, if it weren't for that there spark plug breaking, we would have never changed it. Oil, well, yeah.
We just got to reuse it.
We'll reuse that every single time. But yeah, we like to get them together. You know, it's easy to get them running after you change everything, you know.
Well, then you see what they're worth. You see what their value is. If we're going to smoke all your freight train, you don't want to put a ton of good stuff in it.
It's no true words or ever
5 gallon.
Wasting their Rotella in this thing if it ain't going to run. What if I fire it up and it's knocking, you know?
Yeah, and then you have 5 gallon of castor. I'm like, I'm going to put that in my car.
But one could argue that it's knocking because the oil pan's full of water because there was no hood on it for 2 years. So.
Yeah, but it's like anything else. You only hear what you want to hear, so you can just ignore those ones.
Yeah, we'll just cut the pipes off if it's knocking. We'll never.
Exactly.
But it looks like that little thing you do is what's holding us up. Now, how do you get that off of there without destroying everything? I think more force is what's needed here. As usual. Just gotta put the
You go, gorilla.
Put the force to it. Just gotta really get a bigger screwdriver if it don't cooperate.
Ain't nothing like making it do what you want it to do, honey.
Looky. See that thing?
Just corrode a little bit, that's all.
A little corroded. What else we got in here? Ooh. There's a little bit of funk in there.
Not enough for me to care about.
No. Okay. Ooh. Looks like the floats are all intact. These little polydenture looking things out of here. Out of my way. Little retainers.
Why they bother put those in there if there ain't no reason for them just to sit there and hang out?
I don't know, sweet mama, but I tell you what, my biggest fears have been quenched here. Because it looks like everything for the float is here. It just needs a little bit of a cleaning. Look at that funk on there, there's a piece of a gasket. I guess I should have looked at the gasket.
You're going with me, right?
I could probably fix that gasket up. Not too bad.
Put a little bit of RV in there.
There's the piece there.
Oh boy.
That's that piece right there. See there? Oh, where'd it go? There it is. I'll probably just glue that right back in there. That's what I'll do.
We got a cereal box. We can work with that.
We could make a new one. I'm just not good at making them little itty bitty holes like that. So, probably get some more TV. I ain't gonna kid you. Good thing we did tear her down, because she's plumb full of stink bugs and whatnot's down in there. Now the next question. Do we have any carburetor cleaner around? Nope. I know the answer to that already.
No. You used 2 cans on the last one. Yeah, you got to match up the top like a puzzle.
That's all bent. Did I do that?
It does look like it's
That's
bent.
probably why it didn't come out. Definitely not my fault. Ooh. What's this? It smells like sewage in there.
Gosh, I did just walk past and make some noises, so.
Looky there. Better keep these pieces together or else I'll be forgetting what went where. Okay, that one went that way. This one here. Well, let's see what's behind door number 7 here.
There's too many doors in there left.
I just want to dump that out, but I know little balls and stuff would be rolling everywhere if I did. Alright, well, I got my cleanest dirty rag here. I'm about to dump this mess out and see what falls out. Ooh, needle valve. I guess you're stuck with what you got there, huh? It looks like a factory thing that you can't do nothing about.
Try to blow through that area. Put your lips on
Where
it.
do I go? This way?
Wow! It works!
Is there some reason I shouldn't?
Better than a flute.
Oh, man, that's foul.
When you go to the bathroom, it's probably something left behind.
Ooh. Where'd all that come from? Okay, one of them came out of here.
It's probably the only place.
I bet all of this came out of there, huh? Mm-hmm. Let's reenact the scene here. What if this was down in there? And this was down in there? Can't be. Nope. Wrong. Okay, well, we'll try our luck with that later. Clean this mess up some. Spray her out. Put her back together. I don't know if I want to take a. I don't know if I want to take this off. I ruined that gasket. We might be up to get her tight.
I don't see no reason to take it off. Let's just tighten the bolts.
I gotta take it off. You know me. Okay, well, against my better judgment, I did get the base plate off of it. And good thing, it's pretty funky. I can get the transition slot a little better. That's usually where we have the problems at, around here. And I did find a can of carburetor cleaner. So I'm going to go ahead and clean the outside of this to make it look like I care, you know, and just use a wee little bit on the inside. Ooh, that's funky. Funky monkey. It's nice to have a brush to get up in here and clean all these out, but normally if I can get a big old jet to come squirting out of there, I figure any old chunks of dirt that was in there come shooting out with it. Ooh. Oh, did you hear that one come out? Release.
Surprised you didn't dent the camper. Ding!
Constipation relieved. Hey, one thing I do notice is the idle air mixture screw. It's like factory set. I probably have to drive that plug out to make it adjustable, but Mother Mopar says it's good there, so we're going to leave it. Okay, the main body here is where the attention's needed the most. There's some coffee in there, some Hills Brothers down in there. That gone. It might have ran, sweet mama, but it wouldn't have ran good. Not that it's going to now. Got me. Got me. Okay, seems like it's cleaning up pretty good. Got one little doodad here that I can't figure where the spray comes to or goes from. Ooh, ooh. Feels like I just poked a hole through whatever was plugging it, sweet mama.
That's my life. Maybe a lip fungus one day.
Ooh, ooh, look at that little funk there. See it?
Did you really blow something out of there?
Jeez. Looky. Get all that out of there. Shoot. Might have just saved the day. I have absolutely no clue where none of this stuff went. But I'm just going to, you know, if something fits in a hole, I'm just going to jam it in there. Hey, one thing you can do, guys, if you're in a predicament like myself here, you turn this thing upside down, it's so plugged up, nothing will come out, and then all of a sudden there everything is, it all come out and you didn't see where it came from. A lot of times what I do is I'll get on Rock Auto and I'll look up the carburetor for the said vehicle and look up the right model number and everything. And you look up a kit for this, and then a lot of times you can click more info and it'll have like the paper that's supposed to be in the carburetor kit that you never get anymore, that shows the breakdown where all the springs and all this snack goes. Well, they're about as clear as mud, but they're better than nothing. You know, you can look that thing up and kind of see what goes where. Now in this case, I have a little ball and a little hickey-do right here and here. It turns out that that little ball goes underneath that little thingamadoo. And I know where that thingamadoo goes. So the ball that was there, now I know where that goes. Now, here's this spring here though. I have no idea where that goes. It doesn't fit in any of these little orifices. Well, maybe it fits in that one a little bit. But I don't remember seeing it there. But, yeah, 9 times out of 10 will help you out. Sometimes it won't. Sometimes it's just like a cartoon version of what you're looking at. But
Look at you saving someone's day.
yeah, maybe it'll help you out sometime, guys. Maybe not. Anyway, back to your regularly scheduled programming. Well, now I got that thing in there too buckled. Can't get it out. Needle noses is way too massive.
Just like an operation game.
Can't hold my tongue right. Can't see nothing. Should have left this old truck sit right where it was.
Curiosity always, you know, gets the best of you.
It's getting on my nerves. Alright, we might have to review the footage on that one. Oh, no, that's working. That little thing's going up and down. Shoot. I don't need no directions. I got this all figured out. Now I'm lost again. Oh, this little tube here. Pretty sure it went down to yonder. Down in there. Didn't it?
I'm just here. Might have paid attention if you told me I had to participate.
It doesn't seem right, is what I'm getting at. What a debacle. Hey guys, as far as I can tell, this little thing here fell out. It was down in here, down yonder. I'm pretty sure that it's busted off right here. We didn't break her off, but it's got a jagged edge on it, and it sure looks like that thing right there. You know? And it kind of puts you in mind of that little thing there right beside that 34 sticking down with a little point, a little hole in it, you know? So it kind of looks like you're looking at that thing right there. So that ain't good. I figure best chance we got of making anything happen with that is maybe if we can try to get that thing out, that little piece that's busted off of there, just try to ram that up in there, you know? Hope for the best. Alright, not feeling so confident here. But I gotta try to get that little hickey there, one up out of there. And I'm gonna guess it's in there pretty good. Ooh, I think I just already chopped it off flat. Now what am I gonna do?
Well, how do you know it comes out?
I'm pretty sure it's a piece of brass, so it's gotta come out of there, right? Couldn't have been born there. Which may have to drill it out. Dang it. Why must it be so difficult? Alright, probably about to make a huge mistake here. That kind of looks the same-ish size. I don't know, just guessing. Try to drill this piece out. See what that did. Looks like we went right up through the middle of it. Got lucky there, at least. She's awful thin now. Maybe it'll pop out, you think? Oh, see that piece? Just went right in that hole. Yep. Lucky. Now, if we could clean this edge up here and get that back in there, I think we might be doing something for ourselves. Let me get a little, yeah, you can see that's bent. You can see that was busted off. Let me get a little file and try to clean this edge up a little bit and try to ram it back in there. Hold your tongue just right. Push real hard and get laughed at the whole time. Might be driving that in here with a hammer here in a minute. So what happens if I do give her a little tappy poo-poo?
That's what I was wondering, what's it even for?
It's an emulsion tube. I believe they call that an emulsion tube.
I just say it looked like it was shut at the end, so I had to see if it push anything out or not.
I guess that doesn't explain what it does, but that's just about the best I can tell you. I can feel it going between my fingers. And I bent it a little bit, but that's okay.
You bent it the right way, the other way?
Oh, well.
Did you bend it the other way?
Dang it.
Oh, you're going to lose that little thing for good.
That thing's getting done, broken half for sure right now. It's kind of straightish. It's tight. I'll give you that. If it's going to fit down in here without obstruction. That's my next question. Oh, sweet mama, I think we just saved it for him. Lots of pieces coming out. That's, never mind that. That's all good. Oh, that neither. Okay, moving on. Well, how quickly we forget, sweet mama.
What?
Totally forgot there's no accelerator pump rod on here. So nothing go from here to here to make us squirt the gas. You know when you give it the gas?
No, yeah.
So it's going to bog horribly if I don't do something about that.
Thought we were almost home.
Almost. But hey, I found a quick fix here maybe. This looks like a piece out of a door. Off of a lock, I think. On a car door.
That's exactly what it looks like.
I think I'm going to weld that on that thing, permanently rendering us irreplaceable.
Great.
And then I think I found a nail. I think I might put the nail in here and lock her down and make us maybe bend it up in the air and then over, and when this goes up, maybe we'll do that. What do you think? Think that's cool?
That is pretty cool, though.
All right. Girly.
What's the matter,
What do you want, girly?
You got a drink?
No. Do you have to use the great outdoors facilities, huh? Let's see what we can do about that. All right, well, I got a little weldy poo-poo on there. Probably break off. Not that good, but didn't want to melt my plastic, you know. So I put a little bend in that thing, and I guess you could bend and unbend your adjustment there, you know, make it longer or shorter. And I'm going to do my best to try to make a little bendy poo here fit down that little hole there. So I am. I think I'll run her in from the back side there. I'm bending out this way. That's what I'll do. That's the plan. All right, well, I got to bend a pretty tight 90 on there. And I'm pretty sure this nail will probably want to break if I try to bend it that tight. So I want to see if I can get it red with this propane. I don't think it's hot enough, but it'll be my best attempt to try to bend it without breaking it. Well, it bent. Get a cooler off here.
Okay.
Let me get that in there. Let's see, we will. And slip that in the back side of there. There we go. Alright, well, best I come up with that for that is one of them little dooflickies right there. So we smash that on there and wait for it to fall back off here in the next couple seconds. But so far, looks like it's going to be a winner chicken dinner, sweet mama. Look what we can do.
Just great.
Hear it?
I can hear a suction and a pump.
Yes, ma'am. All right, I feel good about that repair. Let's throw her on there. Yeah, baby. All right, that's all buttoned up. Got all the linkages hooked up and whatnot. Went ahead and took the fuel supply line from the tank to the pump, disconnected it so we're not filling our marvelous carburetor full of crud after we just cleaned it. Running off a little Arizona can down in there. Look at that little can. So we're ready to fire. Anything is, I think I probably better do something here because it's going to have water just a spraying everywhere if there's any in there. So I'll probably take this hose off of here and I'll just bypass this back into it, and that'll take care of that anomaly. All right, I got that little dude there bypassed. Now, one thing you might want to consider, guys, you're doing this kind of stuff with these old mopars with the bypass on the fuel line. I want to plug that shut because all your hard-earned money will go out of your little gas can, and it'll pump it right back in that tank back there, mixed with that old nasty gas. So, got us a fuel line through the pump, up to the carburetor, bypass is plugged shut. The old gas line is plugged up so we don't get nothing pouring out unexpectedly. I think we're all hooked up, sweet mama. I think we hook that battery up and twist on the key. We're going to see what we got. Well, sense your unhappiness. What's his problem here? That's what I gotta know. We ain't firing too hard, is it? Let me give her some more of this, because that's the easiest thing I can do. I don't know. Well, if all else fails, give her the hot sauce.
She'll hate you.
She's gonna get a yap full of it, I tell you that. I say no now. Tell me no, I'll tell you.
She said no and denied.
Denied. Well, if it's not going to fire on ether, she's got some serious ignition trouble. Let's look into that a little bit. Well, looking down here in the distributor, I don't see anything that alarms me. The button looks good. Cap looks
Kind of new.
Jim Dandy down in there. This thing, all the ignition is ran off of that computer right there. So, let me put her back in here and we'll pull the coil wire and see if we're getting any snappy poo out of it.
Nice Spitfire.
Okay, now what's the chances that all the oil and whatnot we put on them cylinders just went up and drenched all the plugs and that, you know? Well, I guess we'll pull these plugs out and see what they tell us. Well, went ahead and busted me another one off just for good practice, you know? Gotta break them.
You better make them even instead of, on balls.
I guess that's how baby powder's made. You break a spark plug and you get it. Seems like there should have been a better way than that. But hey, these things are all soaked with stuff. I'm wondering if whenever that carburetor did its thing and the gas is pouring everywhere, if it just didn't fill the motor up with gas. I don't know. But I'm going to try to squirt some of that out, and then we'll clean some plugs and find some plugs to replace the busted plugs, put them back in, and try her again.
That would be a baby just projectile or vomit or diarrhea or something, honey.
That could be a problem, huh?
That's disgusting. I mean, it's really disgusting. You should see it.
How are we going to get all that out of there? I don't think it's spinning fast enough to
Crank it all at one time, huh?
shoot her out of there, you know? Where'd the gas go? What if I just dump a bunch of gas in there to help rinse it out a little bit? You think?
Okay.
Once we don't get no fire blowing out of there at you. All right, well, at least that gas down in there will maybe evaporate a little bit, whereas tranny fluid and whatever concoction we put in there probably would not. So I guess we'll clean up some plugs and replace the ones that are broke and try again.
I was gonna say, you told me never put those in anything else.
Yeah. Probably close that gap up a little bit too. Especially as slow as it's turning over, you know? Mm-hmm. So, all right, let me go find one for the one I broke, for that one that's broke. All right, I got all that work done. Now I probably better douse down the gas that I got sprayed all over everything in here because, you know, well, fire hazard, whatnot. I think I'm just gonna give her the beans, give her the beans. You know what's better, like for an ignition system that's weak and an engine that turns over slow, is just to dump water all over the plug wires and everything before you try to fire it. So.
Many unbearable hours later.
I better leave that starter cool down in here, huh?
That was so close.
She's almost there, sweet mama.
I was giving it like no hope. I was like, oh, no.
Never will it run. I think by the sounds of it, sounds like everything's in time, and it's just tired. You know, it's just tired. It just wants to be left alone, but it ain't happening. Here we go. Try her again. Fire in the hole. Like the old hot sauce, didn't it, sweet one? I think the starter done give up the ghost, sweet mama. What do you think?
I think I went to crap.
Okay, let me see if we got anything cabbaged up around here. We can throw one there. Alrighty, do. Oh yeah, she's hot. She's been in battle. Daggone, that baby's in there. It's like pulling another motor out, you know? These starters are so big. Come on now, hot dog.
Dang,
Look at that.
Looks like it's for a V8 or something.
Well, it kind of is for a V8.
Big old Mack truck.
Yes, sir. 426 Hemi, and they start them all. Got a bad name, okay, but it's unwarranted. It's a gear reduction starter, makes a little bit of whine whenever, but that don't confront me, okay?
It's their thing, huh?
Now, that lock and plier garage, he hates these things, okay? But what's worse, guys? A little bit of whiny poo-poo that's designed that way, or your favorite manufacturer just doesn't get the machining right, so you got to put shims and stuff in them, or else it's, yeah.
That sounded awful. I think I'll go with the whining.
Okay, the whining works for me too. Anyway, these things are pretty big and they're pretty heavy, but the later models, if you're not accustomed, they are a little smaller, and they're good for headers and whatnot. You know, get yourself a little more room, and they sound different. They sound more modern. The only problem with these is sometimes this start switch wire, sometimes it has a funky end on it or something. Might have to do a little something with it. This is our fix for it, a little screw and a little hickey-do.
Oh.
Yep. More than one way to skin a possum. Right, sweet mama?
Exactly, Annie. Good way to put it.
Oh, this is much
Daggone,
lighter.
it's like you went from a big old freaking
See how that works?
flip flops.
Jammer right in there. All right. Yes, ma'am. That's straight up hillbilly right there. Fayette County Special. All right. We're right where we left off, sweet mama. She's ready to fire again.
Did you find it? Did you find it? What is it? Huh? Don't be knocking over all my stuff. Troublemaker. Ugh. Still sniffing around.
What did we get? A little Jerry Mouse come crawling out of this truck?
Yeah.
She'll get her. By golly, she'll get her.
She's the biggest pussy cat.
Okay. I'm ready when you are, mama.
I'm ready.
Say when.
Say when.
Wham!
Okay.
Okay, now win. Come on, Huckleberry. Sure don't need more beans?
Probably need a little bit of this. Maybe the batteries had it. Dang it.
Girlie, if you tear up my insulation on the back of those doors, nothing will happen. But that's beside the point. You better get out of there. She looks so cute. I can't stand that dog. I can't stand looking at her.
All right. Well, we got her on all the beans. See what happens now.
Oh. Come on. Was that a little late on that?
There's a lot happening here at one time, you know? I don't know if we're getting any gas yet.
Maybe your can's already drained.
Way too much of that in there. That'll teach us a lesson.
Just flutter, why don't you?
I'll give it to her.
Well, you can't expect a title already. Oh, that stinks.
I don't think we're picking up any gas yet, but I think we get that figured out. We'll be ready. I don't know, maybe our little green tea can. She's plumb empty. She's plumb empty.
Told ya.
We need something a little bigger than that to declare.
Jeez. Pretty sure you're getting as much in the jar as you are out of the jar.
I think more of it's going in my boot than anywhere else.
Yep, I think you're right.
Okay. Milkman's coming to town with some of his finest. Uncle Jesse's finest right there.
Barely any color there.
Set that down in there so we will. That way it can fall over. Making an incredible fire risk for us here today. That's plumb empty. She sucked her clear dry. I did put gas in it, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
You didn't find it, did you, girlie? You didn't find anything, you snoop.
Okay, fire in the hole.
Will it run? Why, yes. Yes, it does.
Look at that! Shoot!
That actually sounds really good.
Sounds super good.
Yeah, go on. Line it.
No gas pouring anywhere.
Nice.
It's all working. Wonder if it's charging.
Are you asking for a bit much?
Maybe.
Come on now.
It's charging. It's charging. Hey, what if transmission works?
Woo! Girlie, it stinks.
500 simoleons, baby.
Oh, goodness.
That!
Oh, that's a mess.
Let me see if the key works real quick here. Plug this all back in. Finger key switch, engage.
Oh, geez, and it fired right back up. That's messed up. That's actually really awesome. You're not going to pour the truck out now, are you?
Honey, ain't that good stuff right there? Mm-hmm. That's better than watching the Steelers win the Super Bowl.
Exactly.
If you ask me. Hey, listen, this thing, I need to put a fan on it and fill up the radiator, and I think maybe we'll try to clean on the gas tank a little bit. Thing about the Mopars, guys, these first gens, they got plastic gas tanks on. So you ain't got to mess with the rusty gas tanks and all that baloney. All you got to do is get the watery gas out of it, and it's good. It's just like brand new. So probably clean up on the tank a little bit, put us a fan on there, fill up the radiator, then we'll try to get a feel of if it's running cool or not. We might be taking this baby around the block tomorrow, sweet mama.
You're gonna savage a hood off or something.
Daggone. Happy. All right, guys, we'll see you in a minute. All right, yet another day, yet another debacle. Hey, this baby runs good. Fired right up when we come back in. So I'm pretty confident that it can make it around the block. If we would need to, not that we gotta drive it around the block, but we're going to drive it around the block, okay? So, this thing's got me feeling so lucky. I think I'm just going to pump that tank out, and I'm going to put some fresh gas in it. By doing that, I just hooked to the tank, put a filter in between in case there's any funk. It doesn't get in our cool little pump. I'll pump her all in there. Look at her go. Smell-o-vision, it's varnished. It ain't no good.
Ain't no good for bikes or anything.
No. I'm sure we won't get a law out, but it'll be enough to reduce our 87 octane down to about 37. It'll still be good. Well, now, got all that work done. We only got like so much out of there, so that's good. Went ahead and just left the filter on there. Left the filter down in there. Left a little bit of extra hose so we can get the filter up here where we can wrench on it if we need to. So feel pretty good with that. Sweet mama just went and got us a big old 5-gallon bucket of gas. We're going to throw that in. I was unable to locate a fan spacer to put a fan on this thing, so I did dig up a pair of dual fans.
Was that a gift from somebody? Like fan mail kind of thing?
No, we do have a small one or two that came from Ken, remember? In the fan mail.
All right, that's what I'm thinking of.
But this came from one of the radiators we bought from your brother's store. There.
Ah, nice.
So I'm just going to double these up and one of these plugs here. We'll see if this will work. And I'm just going to hot wire right to the battery whenever we go do our thing.
That sounds logical.
Don't need no switch. Don't need no relay. Ain't got to pop the hood, so why not, right? Yes, ma'am. 2 wires, 1 connector. Look what we can do. Lucky. I couldn't find nothing to hook that to until I got way down the bottom where this thing's pretty much useless. But it's on there anyway, and that's what it gets. It's only temporary. All right, so I got that hooked to the negative. Got a little slack.
Sound like mom's on a Honda and a Civic. A Honda Civic, baby.
Doesn't sound like Popo?
Yeah. Is that your sign?
Is that a sign? You better not do that. What am I looking at there? All right, I'm going to call that good. Good for now. We'll call it good for now. And I guess we'll throw some gas in this and see if it picks it up out of the tank, huh? Mm-hmm. Right then. Oh, fucking monkey. Scrape that right down that hole right there.
Yeah.
Got her first time.
Yeah, you did.
If you get it the first time, you don't get it in your mouth. But like when you don't get it the first time and you know you gotta try harder the next time's when it gets you. Every time.
You'll get a belly full, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's a neat contraption you got there.
Like how I did that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's gonna take a little bit there, I bet. Sweet mama I found in the back of the truck.
You got all the parts and pieces and ready to button it up and go, huh?
Yeah, got a little bit of baby diaper residue on it that I'm touching with my bare hands, but other than that, she's complete. Doesn't need no filter inside. It's just so people think you care, you know. I don't know.
You just have to hold it in place too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice.
Look, it's got all the pieces.
Now, when you wash this thing, you're going to get water everywhere. What you could do about that?
Well, that's what that's all for. Hey,
Oh,
you want to know
okay.
something else cool about this thing? Have yourself a gainer this gas gauge, huh? Bam! The gas gauge works.
Got more gas in your GTX.
That's
crazy.
Keeps on giving. Turn signals don't work so good, but gas gauge is a guy. All right, I'm gonna get this over y'all. I'm gonna blow it off. What a difference 50,000 gallons of water will make, huh?
Yeah.
No, you looking good. Wonder if the drive-in's open yet.
I don't know how you're going to tear that thing to shreds, honey.
Yeah, buddy. You think I'd have the gumption to put the other weight loader carrier on the back, but another day. I say we take her around the block. Enough weight, enough playing around.
Yeah, sun's still up.
Ready when you are.
Might as well.
Oh, come on! Not today! Come on, baby. What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here? Come on! Some big problems with the truck last night. The sound that it was making, I knew knew something wasn't right. What's the matter with the truck? What's the matter with that truck? I can't get nothing but grinding. Baby, what's the matter with the truck? I had to make a call. I got in touch with AAA. Got a real bad feeling how much I'd have to pay. What's the matter with that truck? What's the matter with that truck? I can't get nothing but grinding. Baby, what's the matter with the truck? So many things to fix. I can't afford to fix them. Just leave it in a ditch. What's the matter with that truck? What's the matter with that truck? I can't get nothing but grinding. Baby, what's the matter with the truck?
Well, there you got it, guys. 1986 D100 Dodge pick-em-up truck. $500, guys. Hey, it starts, it runs, it drives, it stops. It does smoky burnouts while driving a trailer around.
What more could you ask for?
What more could you ask for? Daggone, I'm impressed with this thing. It even runs cool whenever the fan's hooked up, which it's not currently.
Looks like it's about ready to blow.
She's about ready to explode, yep. Hey guys, we couldn't be prouder of our purchase. And we couldn't be prouder of our channel. All you guys have been liking, sharing, subscribing. All members have been participating,
making things happen,
and enjoying and whatnot, and
buying the merch.
Yeah, you gotta check out the merch.
www.buyhustlestuff.com. Woo!
Yeah, buddy. Hey, thank you all for watching. I guess we'll wrap this up, and it's getting dark on us, so we got to get rolling. I guess we'll see you next week.
Thanks, guys.
Thank y'all.
I had some big problems with the truck last night. The sound that it was making, I knew something wasn't right. What's the matter with the truck? What's the matter?